Still nothing here.
My archive. I can always consult with it.
Or maybe we can't.
I can all. My archive. I can.
Perhaps we can from this place. Make a table. Ship logs. Ship logs for the year 1883 might put some light on connection between Peter Carey and Nelligan's father. Yep, I do agree about that, but where can I find ship's log? Perhaps in his cabin actually. That might be the case. Well, the body disappeared at least. But ship logs.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Peter Carey is here.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Yep, I see
Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
So we need to find more sailors. Vikings might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. Let's do that. Well, at least we're getting somewhere. We're making some progress. And by the way, I'm glad that I can watch my stream on really slow internet, like 10 downloads, 1 upload without any buffering with this high bitrate.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Might be the case. We just need to call him. Do you have a phone? What the hell? Wait, I'm never paying attention to things which I need to do because... There we go.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy! Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Well,
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
why? Oh, he might have some new clues about the case. Okay, do we have something new here? I doubt. Yep, indeed. So many new games, and with my issues with voice, I doubt that I can cover all of those. At least some of those will be without commentary on YouTube.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Keep dreaming, because I'm the one who's gonna solve the case. Let's see that letter.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Oh yeah, those boots.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
He was there that night.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it. These are the suspect.
Okay, we can't do anything with that.
Pen.
Now, don't know that they have him in custody, but before I do that, I do have a plan to solve this as quick as I can. Because I'm pretty sure that those are the boots which fits the footprints in the yards in front of his cabin. I'm 100% sure. There is no way that Let's do this.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
As I said. So he was there. That motherfucker. But did he kill him? Now those footprints and breaking a nope. Nope. Really? Liam Hurtley's boots matches the footprints at Woodman's Lee, this proving that he was there. Dreaded Carey denies that he was their gardener. I don't see connection between those two, which I needed to choose, but... Okay, and she... I knew that she is kinda suspicious from the beginning.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
She's gonna be related to that crime. Yeah, I think so, lover. I think so. It's gonna be something like that. But again, there was a box with some private papers apparently, which is missing. So if it's only a lava thing, why would anyone need that? Maybe it's fake clue, who knows? But there you go, he's the guy.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
shall
get
see.
more than that.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Nice try.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Okay. Time to do this. I love this part. Just... Old scar. Handkerchief with crested teeth. Tight, however. Plant remains. So he was... I mean, there is no doubt that he was there. Gardener scanned.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you worked
Easy
with the
peasy.
earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
all right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So now we are talking.
That's all for now.
But if he was the gardener, why was she lying? He's a former soldier who left the military with an honorable discharge after having been wounded in the neck by a shrapnel. Now he lives in a quiet life working as a gardener. The letter is from Hartley. It is covered almost completely in ink stains. Okay, we're gonna need to deal with that. And we need to deal with this. A piece of stock exchange certificate belongs to Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. It was found designed. We know that.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any
Okay,
idea?
he's not gonna help us. I doubt that I'm gonna be able to find anything down there. Body should be here, but it's not, and I'm getting weird FPS shattering now. was really weird.
These
I mean
are the
that...
suspect. A pen? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing unusual about that.
These are the suspects. I wonder if these are connected.
As I thought so. 8532. Do you look...
No, that's not it.
This one, CPR, there we
Now
go.
we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Yeah, I thought so about it. We need to look at the newspaper, but I think that we got what we needed here. But now... there we go. Stolen valuable papers, valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. And we do have connection finally. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. John Nelligan. Well, maybe, but Nelligan is guilty. Well, I guess he's guilty. John Hope Nelligan murdered Peter Carey. This is proven by his dishonesty and the fact that he was at the scene of the murder. Well, that doesn't mean anything. John Hope Nelligan has been found guilty of the murder. He must be punished by the law. Okay. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. His childhood was overshadowed by the loss of his father. He always dreamed of a reunion to find out what... I think that we need to continue with this. Should we? I don't think that we need to judge. I don't know. We could just send it just right there, but... Wow, that freezing suddenly. I'm not sure why. Oh god. I feel like that my game will crash or my PC restart. Okay, I'm gonna minimize this, open my software for temperature and those kind of stuff, just to make sure that everything is fine. Because... Nope, everything is fine.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk.
Let's see the newspapers, as you said.
My archive. I can always consult with it if need. This is where I keep my post.
Wow, that shattering, it's killing me.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Maybe I should just...
A map of London and the surrounding...
the game. Let's deal with this case. Let's just deal with this case. My recording actually stopped. Weird. Something weird is happening. Should be saved here, right? I mean, if I restart the game, it's gonna work fine. No what's in that. Where I was when I actually decided to...
These are the...
Let's try. I would say
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
yep. Unfortunately, seems like that.
It was John Nelligan, Inspector.
I thought as much, but I failed to see his motive.
Revenge, Inspector. Black Peter
I'm not
possessed
sure
the
about
bond
this choice. It's
certificates that
all
had belonged to
unexpected.
Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
Well then, I'll arrest this Nelligan. I don't fancy his chances of getting out of prison after this.
I will accompany you, Inspector.
It was really weird. I think that I needed to talk with that lady. God damn it. I don't think...
John Nelligan, it was you who killed Black Peter. You attempted to convince him to return the bond certificates, and you threatened to call the police. Peter Carey was drunk. He drew his knife. In panic, you took the harpoon and made your lucky throw in self-defense. Put that in your report, Lestrade.
No, I didn't kill anyone. You have it all wrong.
It's changing
You
so
better thank
much.
Mr. Holmes for saving your neck, Nelligan.
Yeah, I think it...
The case is resolved,
I
Inspector.
did a mistake.
I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Did a mistake there. Thing. John Hopkins Nelligan murdered Peter Carey. This is proven by his dishonesty and the fact that he was at the scene of the murder, which doesn't prove anything, but isn't self-defense, an armed and furious drunken sailor. We have decided to ease his sentence. Conclusion 11. Conclusion: Nelligan is guilty. Absolve to check your conclusion. May spoil game experience. We can read the ending. No, I'm gonna go with the original choice. Yeah. People solved the case the same way. 5 people made the same moral choice. 59. I guess it's okay then. I guess, but I'm gonna need to restart my game because it's shattering the scale for some reason. And okay, now I'm worried. Should I be worried about this? CPU thread usage 100%. Oh god, don't do that to me now. This problem already. Just save the game.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes?
I'm not really
Perhaps you
familiar
don't
with
remember
characters here.
I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about
This
politics
is not gonna
with you,
end good.
Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some
My
of your
CPU is
agents,
dying.
your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker.
And game froze.
You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Okay, game was fun until this point. Game is saved. I'm gonna actually